Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to the bedroom as I get to return to the world of Outlander. This is Season 8, Episode 4, and treachery is afoot on the ridge, as we knew it always is, because it's Outlander. But Captain Cunningham is gathering troops or trying to fight against the colonists. Where do we go from here? I don't know, but I am so glad to be here with you on this adventure. So we're just going to get underway under our cozy, comfy blankets. I have my water. My water is on standby. You're going to hopefully hit subscribe so you know when the next video drops. And I'm going to warn you now, the next episode of Outlander is going to be slightly more so delayed than normal because it is the week of my birthday. So this week, last weekend, was cocktail party and prep and party itself. This next weekend, Adventure Buddy's taking me away for a weekend to celebrate. So I will have out the next video as soon as possible thereafter. So make sure you hit subscribe so you know when that drops. And then, of course, you can watch this whole episode with me over on Patreon. I would love to see you there. So if you're ready, let's get to it.
It's Elspeth.
And I'm Claire.
All I'm asking is that you contact.
There's lots going on. There's lots. Oh, I forgot to mention my beverage today. Mojito time. Because I told you I had a cocktail party yesterday. I have a lot of ingredients left over.
I have reconsidered your plan to get guns to arm the ridge.
Ah ha 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 ha.
Randall's book says the battle to end the siege of Savannah will be on the 9th of October.
It will not reach the centre of the city, so if you wait out the fight in there, you should be safe enough, as will Fergus, Master.
We hope.
Take this to Lieutenant Colonel Francis Marion. Book says he'll be with the Continental Army in Savannah.
Okay, y'alls. How much is this going to influence history?
What's that? Or we join Benjamin Cleveland and his over-mountain men. I'll be damned if I'll report back to that murdering bastard.
You'd think you'd at least have the decency to shine, like in a film.
He doesn't know what a film is.
What about bandits? Do you want to make it into musket balls like you did the last time?
No, there's no time. But I do have an idea.
Sew it in your clothes, Bree. Sew it in your clothes. Your hem of your coat will be nice and straight. So that was something we hadn't quite said, that if they do change the future, does Frank's book change? Will it reflect those changes? Or is that stuck in its own time? I'm gonna cross paths. They're gonna put it in the sauerkraut. He's putting the gold in the sauerkraut. Is that the plan?
What is that abominable smell?
It's a wee gift from Jamie and Claire. It's sauerkraut. Magnifique.
Gold.
It's for muskets. Jamie's forming a militia. Arrangements will have to be made.
So, we were hoping you could...
Aye. Of course you can leave the gold with us. Fergus has got plenty of hiding places.
They better be better than with his pamphlets.
Let us secrete the gold and drink to our reunion. It's been too long since I've tasted Milor's divine elixir.
When was the last time they all saw Fergus?
To be safe,
And
do you
Marceline.
think we should leave for the camp now?
Like, decade?
In a fash. There's plenty of time to find Marion and be back before the battle.
We're fashing. We're always fashing on this show, y'alls.
A wee tram will speed me on my way.
That's what he calls it.
Cunningham wasn't exaggerating. Collecting rounds, trying to ascertain the loyalties of the settlers without arousing suspicion. Most of the families here are loyal to the crown.
They do know whose land they're on, right?
And he's going to realise that you've no intention of joining him. Wouldn't it be simpler to just evict him and be done with it?
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Kill him, someone will replace him or come to avenge him.
Yep, like his mother.
I'm still not sure of Frank's motives in writing that book.
Aye, but what he wrote is happening before our eyes.
But that's not proof that you fight. He could be lying.
Or was he warning them? Ooh.
Strange for a minister and his wife to smuggle guns, no?
Shut it happens, I recently received a letter from his lordship. He suggested I meet with one of his associates. He claims to have information that will be of great interest to me.
I can't remember if Fergus and Marceline know that they're all time travelers. He must. He must,
Yeah,
right?
my mother's maiden name was
He
Bushell.
must.
I mean, obviously,
Ooh,
the English
that's
pronounced
right.
Beecham, but
That's
it's
right.
quite a coincidence.
Fergus, who you going after
Yeah, I didn't bother to put a note on it this time.
this time?
Well, this has happened before.
With some horrible threatening letters, filth, bag full of dead rats.
For what reason?
When people don't like the news, they tend to blame the printer.
While privately we print pamphlets for the rebels, publicly we take a more impartial approach.
Yeah, and trying to not anger one side, you end up angering both sides.
Yeah. Any weapons? Aye. Just the one rifle twixt the three of us.
Ooh, that's... Oh.
I'm expecting a shipment shortly.
When time comes, you'll each have your own musket and shot.
Who'll ride with you, Mr. Fraser?
Excellent.
Uncle.
What is it, lad?
Wow. Ian,
We've recruited 3 more men.
you look haggard. I know he's got a baby,
Scottish fellow.
but still.
When he heard I was from Fraser's Reggie, he mentioned he was heading there himself. That he Kent, Roger, and Brianna.
Oh.
From Scotland.
Oh.
Cameron.
Aye.
Can he time travel? Oh, he's getting ready. He's getting ready.
James Fraser. I understand you're acquainted with my daughter, Brianna Mackenzie.
I am. Aye.
Who is that?
You're Robert Cameron, then.
Christ, no, man. My name is William Buckley Mackenzie. Come to tell Roger and Brianna that Cameron won't be bothering them again.
For reals?
And to return Roger's wee book.
For reals. That's your uncle, sir. That is your uncle.
Buck Mackenzie. You remind me of your father.
No. Cousins. They're cousins. They're cousins. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Do you think houses are alive?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That was the wind. But yes.
That house is so huge. How do they not freeze? How do you keep a space that big warm? There's no way.
When people die, naturally the people they leave behind sense them. I don't know that I would call that haunting, though.
I wish Jane would haunt me.
You can still converse with her, but I know it's not the same.
Janie used to whisper, "Good night, Marshall," before we went to sleep.
She spoke French.
Oh no, we're feeding into it. We're feeding into it.
I better go close that window.
Is it just the window? You're out rather late at night.
Dog too.
What did you say?
Oh, I need help. Go get some whiskey, please.
Uh-huh.
Fell.
Oh, and you...
Scuttle like a fool and fell on my shoulder.
And she marched all the way there.
And where is your son?
He's away.
As I thought. Dislocated.
That's a really good makeup job. Good job. Good job.
Hold her tight. Here. That's it. Elspeth.
Oh, tighter, girl. Tighter.
This is going to hurt.
It's gonna sound bad, too. Isn't this how she met Jamie? Season 1? Not what she had to do to him?
Ready?
Nope. We're not ready. Just do it. Just do it.
Grass coming son of a buggering sod! What, child?
It's been a long time since I heard language like that.
If you have to do with soldiers, young woman, you acquire their vices as well as their virtues. Where, may I ask, did you hear language like that?
I lived in a brothel.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I suppose whores also have their virtues as well as their vices.
I don't know about the virtues, unless you count being able to satisfy a man in 2 minutes by the clock.
Thank you, Fanny, for that education.
Oh, I think that would be classed as a skill rather than a virtue. A useful one, I dare say.
Liam.
Bloody hell, it's you. Forgive me, Mrs. Mackenzie. The unexpected pleasure of seeing you again has caused me to forget myself.
At least he's nice to her, considering.
I was delighted when you accepted my invitation, my dear. I was beginning to fear I'd never see you again.
Lord John mentioned he'd sent for a portrait painter. Didn't realize it would be a woman. It's time for Trevor's bedtime feed. It was a pleasure, Mrs. Mackenzie.
Why is she looking scared? Especially if she knew Brianna was unmarried, or what Brianna was married, so.
I will leave you two to become reacquainted.
Ah, let's have a chat, bro.
You came from North Carolina. You must have met Fanny then.
My mother has taken quite a liking to her. So has my father. Well, I mean, our father.
The day we met in Wilmington, did you know what we were to each other?
I wanted to tell you. Roger, my husband, was with me. He was just around the corner at the inn. And my children, Jem and Mandy. I really wanted you to meet them. Even if you didn't know we were yours.
Mine. Though, in all honesty, I'm glad you didn't tell me. I wouldn't have known how to respond to such a revelation.
And you do now?
And no, I bloody don't.
Thank you for coming, Monsieur Fraser. Allow me to send for wine.
Oh, no, thank you.
He's been drinking his Dawes whiskey.
I wish to acquaint you with the facts of your birth.
Why now?
Facts I think you do not know.
Why now?
Have you heard of a man by the name of Le Comte Saint-Germain?
Yes, I think I remember.
You are his son. My wife is the sister of the Baron Amondi. Many years ago, my wife's older sister began a torrid affair with the Comte, and not long after, disappeared. They supposed into the arms of another lover, Amélie Levine Beauchamp. Amélie did not run away with the lover. The Comte simply grew weary of her, and learning she was pregnant, lured her away from home, drugged her with opium, and sold her to a brothel.
Oh.
Et Monsieur le Comte?
He was last seen more than 30 years ago. His estate is currently held in trust. But it would undoubtedly be released should a petition be filed by his heir.
Okay, so for what purpose are we bringing this news now?
Bastard cannot inherit properties.
Claudel. I found this, hidden in the pages of a dusty family Bible. It is a contract of marriage.
Between whom?
It appears Amélie relinquished her virtue at a high price by demanding the Comte marry her in secret.
Assuming the document isn't forged, plainly you have something you want out of this.
Mm-hmm.
The main asset of which is a large parcel in what is known as the Old Northwest.
Is that Ohio?
While Britain is preoccupied with this rebellion, there is an opportunity to establish a French colony on the land with French settlers. Unfortunately, Lecomte's solicitor refuses to sell the stock at any price, and my associates would pay said a significant sum for said land. A significant sum.
If you stay alive long enough to use it.
Should you require company, perhaps Mrs. Mackenzie will oblige you.
Lady Grey, are you jealous?
Don't be absurd. Though anyone with eyes can see that there's a history between the two of you.
Oh, please, woman, please.
I thought we... It doesn't matter. It's foolish.
Weren't you just widowed, woman? Just widowed.
Brianna is my sister.
You told me you didn't have any siblings.
I'm a bastard.
Has he acknowledged you?
Not publicly, no. Nor do I want him to. I'm only telling you this because you asked.
Did she, though? Did she?
Because I enjoy your company. May I be so bold as to presume you enjoy mine?
That is bold.
That is bold. She's in mourning.
Though perhaps not incorrect.
Especially thinks he's holding out the hope that Ben is still alive. And he's moving in on his widow.
Of late, I've found myself wishing I could renounce the damn title altogether.
Well, you may not be able to renounce it, but you can hand it on.
I don't have an heir.
Well, you could marry me and give it to our firstborn. I'm a widow, after all. So we could retire into private life and breed Dachshunds.
They're moving along quite quickly.
How's the pain?
In my shoulder or my head? Bearable. Though I wish the girl would refrain from slamming doors.
That's not funny. When the wind is in the east, ours makes that particular noise from the attic.
Why build an attic in the first place?
If there should ever be any kind of emergency that causes our tenants to have to leave their home, well, then they can take refuge.
And what kind of an emergency might that be?
Don't give her information, Claire. Storms. Starvation.
Your son, do you believe what he says about...
My grandson's death? Yes.
I was thinking specifically about...
His retirement.
That he, your grandson, would see Charles again in 7 years' time.
I only know that he believes it.
I'm here to collect my mother.
I'll help her get her things.
No need. I'll do it myself.
Scoping out the place, he is.
You'll find her through here.
She's been most hospitable.
I've enjoyed the company.
Her husband's away at the moment, on business.
Is he?
Is he?
He's a hard man to pin down, your husband. We had been meaning to talk.
Well, he's anxious to speak with you too. But this business couldn't wait.
You have a very fine home. It must feel very empty with him away and you here all alone.
Yes, we know this is coming.
I expect him home at any moment. I'll let him know you stopped by.
Claire, how many times have you been accosted with your husband away?
Until next time, Mrs. Fraser.
Is that a promise or a threat?
Emily, I knew her, but I didn't know she was my mother. Emily, they called her the Baroness for haughty manner.
Ha ha.
She detested all of the children of the brothel, but me most of all. I think I was maybe 6 years old when she died. She contracted the morbid sore throat.
That sounds morbid.
I remember she summoned me to her chamber.
What did she say?
Sois un bon garçon.
Be a good boy. But if you are truly his heir, then you can use what he has left you for good. If you take this Beauchamp up on his offer...
That man is a whore. I should know. He's likely been one all his life.
All he's asking, though, is that you sell him some land, no?
To claim this inheritance, this land, I must publicly acknowledge that Le Comte Saint-Germain was my father. Monsieur Beauchamp told me what every orphan wants to hear, that I'm the son of a great man.
But he's already the son of a great man.
But I'm already the son of a great man.
So, why didn't you tell William I was coming?
because I didn't know how he would react. It seems Williams has been, lost. You and he share a rather unique experience. Discovering that James Fraser is your father.
So that's why you invited me here. Could have just told me the truth, you know. I would have come anyway.
You are my stepfather.
I couldn't take the chance you'd rebuff me now. If there's one trait that James Fraser has successfully passed to all his children, it's stubbornness. Right? It's exceedingly difficult to get you to do anything you don't want to do.
But I will see what I can do.
Thank you.
Oh no! Oh no.
Jem and Mandy were a delight. Rodney and wee Claire can't wait for their next, what do they call it? A sleepover. Every child's a miracle.
You're right, Rachel.
Is Rachel having postpartum?
He's right. Of course, Lizzie. Every child is a miracle.
Who's that with him? I'm sure you both must be starving.
Aye. You don't happen to have any of those peanut butter sandwiches, do you?
There's trouble in you, McCrea?
There was a massacre up north.
Just along the Susquehanna River, raising every Indian village could find. 40 villages were left in flames, and Rachel,
He has to go.
you must go north.
Doggy and I will come with thee.
Is it really nothing I can say to convince you and Oggy to stay?
I thank thee, Claire, but no. Thee let thy husband travel alone 700 miles to rescue his first wife.
You make a good point.
When he sees them, I want to be by his side, so he doesn't forget the life he has here.
I don't think he will.
Rachel says you mean to stop in Philadelphia. I'd like you to go to the brothel there. The one Francis lives with your sister.
A brothel?
Ask him about Jane, anything she said about her family. We'd like Francis to ken more about them.
Someone did mention that Ian's markings were gone this season, and my eyesight's going to pot, so I wasn't catching it. But I wonder why they took it back.
There's mention of a battle in the backcountry at a place called King's Mountain. Frank says I fight in it.
When will it happen?
October next.
I'll be there with you, Uncle. Hey, dinner fash. But that may be gone.
We're fashing.
But I'll guard your left in his stead.
Sure, Hadia. Sure, Ale. Sure, Franja. Fata fas. Ambochu Iesa. Magin Suchas.
My father-in-law owns 10,000 acres in North Carolina. And as we are patriots, we've decided to assemble a militia of our own. But we need weapons. I can pay you.
I think we could possibly reach an agreement. Your father-in-law is General James Fraser? Fellow who abandoned his troops at Monmouth to tend his wife.
I
was shocked. Is it true he signed his letter of resignation on the back of a corporal in mud?
Actually, he wrote it in his wife's blood, but aye.
The fact remains that if it had not been for Lee's trial and Lafayette's good word, Fraser would have been court-martialed after Monmouth, perhaps even hanged. I can't afford to give what I do have to someone who's already lost the Continental Army's trust.
Then I'll take my leave, sir.
That's not possible, I'm afraid.
What? He's being conscripted.
General Lincoln has ordered sentries to detain anyone leaving camp in an effort to prevent the deserters from warning the British.
Surely you don't think that I'm going to leave here and assist them?
I have my orders.
My wife is in the city. I promised I'd return.
Every man here has made such a promise to his wife. Stay here and wait then. If things go wrong, you can help bury us.
Sir, wait.
If I fight, you give me arms.
I'm no good with a rifle. But if you can give me a sword, I'll fight with you.
Is this why Roger isn't mentioned in the book? Things just can't go simply in Outlander, can it? I'm also repeating actions and circumstances in stories is a pet peeve of mine. So Claire, how old are you now? How many nefarious ne'er-do-wells have you encountered? Turning your back to the man, just let it, waltzing into your house, he's scoping out how the layout is, where he can find you. He sends his mother. Well, his mother falls. Did his mother fall? Did she fall, or was she helped so she can come while you're sleeping? Search the house for whatever. Buck is with them, closer to his timeline. Interesting. Fergus is the Comte Saint Germain's son. Okay. And William and Pigweed. She is supposed to be in mourning, right? At least take a pause. He thinks her husband's still alive. Yeah, he's making a move. He's getting a little friendly. I don't trust her either. So I'm with a bunch of people I don't trust on a story that is clipping along. It's clipping along. And Ian's first family massacred? Why? Why? So maybe that's why this episode, when I was realizing, we're nearing the hour. Oh, okay. Because they're putting in so many things for a final season. I know we're squishing book time in, and we have a book that hasn't been written yet. How does all of this come together? And I don't know who's going to survive. I don't know if I'm going to survive this. So what do y'all think of this episode? Because we didn't move plot that much. We just got introduced to a lot of potentials. And how does John... Great. Is that a wig? His hair's still minky brown. Okay. So go episode 4. More things are going. What's going to happen to Roger? Okay, so hit subscribe so you know when that next episode drops. And until we see each other again, this is just a reminder. Stretch your bodies. Stretch some more. This last week I have been solid. Just stretch. You and me stretch together. Stay hydrated. Take a breath. And then come back and watch the next video in the queue. So thanks again, you all. And until next time.